All right, we're going to be doing sort of a lightning simulation with just a few items from the kitchen. I have some salt, I have some ground pepper, so that'll be coarse. I think I have it set to coarse. And just regular, more fine pepper. We'll try both. And you need a piece of styrofoam or maybe like a plastic spoon, something that we can create a negative charge with, maybe a cloth, or you might even be able to rub it on your hair or your clothes to create static, okay? If you happen to be in a place that's very humid and not cold, and like I'm in South Florida, we'll see. I have done this before, but it feels very hot and humid here today. If you're somewhere where it's dry and cold, that might work pretty well. But I'm in a place that is hot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna put a little bit of, and I have this small plate turned upside down. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt on here, maybe a teaspoon, probably less than a teaspoon. Just gonna cover the center part with some salt. And now this is probably a little more coarse than this is pink salt. It's actually Himalayan salt, even though this says real salt. Real salt is from Utah. Himalayan salt is from the Himalayan mountains, and this is actually Himalayan salt. I put it in there. It's probably not as fine as maybe some of your regular, white salt that you buy at the store. Now I'm going to put a little bit of coarse pepper. You can just do any kind of pepper you have, but just curious to see how those larger pieces do with this lab. And I'm going to do a little bit of fine pepper, smaller particles. I think I'll just kind of mix those up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to create some static. So that means we're adding a negative charge to an item. So again, some kind of a styrofoam, maybe you have a styrofoam cup or a bowl or something, or fork or spoon. Well, spoon would work better. And here we go. I'm going to create a negative charge. I think I'll start with the spoon. And then in a moment, I'm going to move this camera down so you can see the particles rise. So basically what's going to happen is this has a negative charge, but this area has a neutral charge. And so the neutral charge is going to be attracted to the negative charge, or you could say the negative charge is going to pull the neutral charged particles to it. And that would simulate what's happening in a cloud during a thunderstorm, or between the cloud and the ground. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just rub this along the surface. Rub it long enough to get, a decent charge. If this doesn't work, maybe I'll rub it on my hair. Seems to be easier. It seems to be pretty easy to create a charge with your hair. You could even do a balloon. There have been people who have put like a smiley face on a balloon, and then they tilt the balloon, like the bottom underneath the smile, and they create like a beard with the salt and pepper with the face on it. So you could even do that. I would love to see that if you want to show me a picture. Okay, so I think that's good enough. Now you got to figure out if I can do this camera angle. Okay, so it should hold the charge pretty well for a moment. I'm going to pull the camera down here. I have no place to set it, so I'm going to, let's see, can we make it zoom in a little bit? There we go. Okay, hopefully you can see this. I'm going to slowly move it. Okay, you can already see some of the salt and the pepper. Oh, look at that large piece of pepper going. Very interesting. I think I'll move it around a little, see if we can pick up some more. Oh, I can see that it lost a little bit of focus. Let's see if we can get some focus going on. And now you can see how much of the salt and pepper. Well, mostly pepper, right? Mostly pepper. Okay, and it's pretty much stopped now. So again, you could do this on a balloon and just have, just hold the lower portion of the face that you draw on your balloon, and it'll make sort of a beard. I probably should have done that because I'm sure I could have found a balloon in my house. All right, so that was the spoon. Now let's try the plate, which will pretty much be the same effect. I'm going to put this aside and I'll go ahead and rub this plate on here. Sorry about the shaking. I'm holding the camera with my other hand. Okay, hopefully that's enough. And I'm going to slowly lower the plate. It's hard for me to see what's going on. I'm going to move my eyes down a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's hard for me to get the right angle for you guys to see it, but there is some movement. Here we go. All right, so that one was harder to see because the plate is so big, but okay, so that is it. You can take a picture, if you can capture it, maybe take a picture with your spoon or something like that, or let me know how it went. Okay, bye everyone.